Hey, Trav, you got us?
I hear you.
All right. We will get started. We'll start first with Harold Kuntz. Go ahead, Harold.
Hey, Travis, simple question. What's it mean to you guys to be in 4 consecutive AFC Championship game, and does the approach any different from the last 3 that you've played in?
No, not at all, man. It's another step to get to our ultimate goal, which is the Super Bowl. And by no means are we looking past this, but it's just checking things off the list that we've started and that we've been trying to achieve since back in training camp or OTAs when we first started this journey. And it's just it's an honor, man. It's an honor to bring it back here to Kansas City, where we know the football world is loved by Kansas City and Chiefs Kingdom. And it's like I said, just an honor to play in another one. And you'll see us go out there and give it our all, man.
Let's go next to Seren Petro. Go ahead,
Seren. Travis, this year when you started out 3-4, I know you guys had a theme last year, the run it back tour, and that seemed to kind of get you guys going early. As you look back at it, was one of the things you guys had to overcome the fact that, and not complacency, but just what can motivate you through a long 17-game season when you know you're going to be defined by what you guys do now in the postseason?
I think that it's something like that is set in to some people's mind. For me, it's just opportunities, man. Taking advantage of the opportunities, being grateful that we get to play this game and not only that we get to play it at a high level where we got a lot of eyes watching in the playoffs. So it's just making sense of everything that we're doing in this building, putting it to work throughout the week, and then going out there and just playing free football, man. Can't think about all the extra stuff like that.
Next to James Palmer. Go, James.
Hey, Travis. Tom Brady has said it multiple times now. The longer he's been in the league, when he looks at defenses, it's just he's seen everything. I don't want to say you're 45, but you've been around and you've seen a lot of things. How often when you go out in a route, are you kind of confused by something, or do you really have a pretty good grasp almost every time about where you can find that leverage, find that hole?
Whether it's post-snap or pre-snap reads, you just got to go out there and play off instinct. So you got an idea of what you want to get done, and you have understanding of the intentions of the play caller. And then on top of that, what the routes are around you. So you just got to be able to, put all the puzzle together to be able to paint a clear picture for the quarterback so that, it's flawless operation. And from there, whether it's pre-snap or post-snap, like I said, it's all going to declare itself. And, yeah.
Let's go next to Vahe. Go ahead, Vahe.
Hey, Travis. A lot of people are superstitious about the number 13, and I'm curious about whether you ever were, or if that's looked any different in the wake of what 13 seconds has come to mean now, if that number holds any meaning to you.
My brother wore number 13 growing up in hockey and lacrosse and baseball, and he was always beating up on me. So that's the only negative thought that I have on the number 13. This past weekend kind of brought some light to it for the first time.
Let's go next to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Brad, I've got a couple. Real quick one first, Travis. Obviously, we know the meaning of Tony Gonzalez here in Kansas City, but why the shirt specifically today?
Honestly, just repping my guy, man. The legend. It was the one hanging up in my locker at the moment when we just got jumped off the field. So I was like, what? Why not rock some 8-8 today, man? And on a Red Friday.
Cool. And then to build off of what James asked, how often does your route actually change after the snap, where you're planning to do one thing, but you see something and you alter your route?
I mean, it's all up to Coach Reid's kind of design on every certain play. He's trusted a lot of what we do out on the field to be more friendly and more, just make the job for the quarterback a little bit easier by getting open earlier or finding a different void. But for the most part, I mean, it's in Coach Reid's playbook to be able to give guys that freedom and understand that, yeah, I'm going to dial this up when I know that it's this coverage or that coverage. And based off of which one presents itself, that's the route that you need to switch it up to. And it's been going on a lot longer than just this season since Coach Reid's been working with, the Eagles. There's a lot of film of guys running it back then. But I think he trusts the guys that have kind of grown in this offense because we understand the intentions of the play caller, and the way he teaches it and this offensive staff teaches it, it makes it easy to understand, and especially once you start to gain more and more reps throughout the years.
We'll go last to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Travis, this sort of builds off of Sam's question. Given that when Andy got to Kansas City, obviously everybody knew it would be his offense. I'm just wondering, how much ownership do you feel like the players have in terms of suggesting ideas, suggesting things for the game plan that week? Is it fair to say that this is more collaborative than when maybe you began with Andy in 2013?
Without a doubt, it's more collaborative. I think we had kind of a younger team on the offensive side, outside of Alex Smith and a few offensive linemen, and obviously Dwayne Bowe and Jamal Charles. But for the most part, it was really the core guys were really young, just trying to understand the offense. And throughout the 9 years or 8 years that we've been here, I mean, it's gradually grown into a player-friendly offense where we can do stuff like that. But I'm always in coach's ear, giving him some ideas. But at the end of the day, he's got 51%. So he'll be the one dialing them up and drawing them up. But I definitely think he hears the suggestions that guys think they can help out the offense in certain ways and run certain routes to get open.
Travis, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, Coach Reed coming up here in a minute.